Hey guys, it's Grimsy here, and today we're here to talk about the one, the only Mia Khalifa. Honestly, to summarize this video, and you can click off right after this, she contradicts herself so much.
Doing porn. They can relate on the level of being insecure and being pressured into doing something they didn't want to do.
Men are the easiest thing in the entire world. If you are wondering how you and another woman got the same man, it is because men are the easiest thing in the entire world. I have never wanted a man and not gotten him. Do you have any idea how many men have wanted me and not gotten me? Granted, some dusties have caught me slipping, but there has never been a single man that I have wanted that I have not gotten, because men, they are cheapening.
Hey, she's not wrong. There are some guys that will take her any day. But the problem with this statement is because she literally said this right after she got divorced. It's almost as if this guy might have been worth it, and this is probably the last good man she'll find. I don't know. That's just so. Mia Khalifa was obviously a corn star. She got real popular with the hijab thing, and then after gaining some serious fame,
the Islamic headscarf, often known as hijab, and of course then it developed into a sort of a scene. You must have known how provocative that was.
I verbatim told them, "You guys are going to get me killed."
And they said?
They just laughed.
She turned around and was like, hey, I was extremely, I don't know if I could say that. I was extremely messed up while shooting these videos. Now, obviously, you can't take that stuff with a grain of salt. You got to take that stuff serious, because it is serious. Before we dive into this, I just want to say I genuinely do feel bad for her, but the content of her character blows.
Being in the army is worse than being on OnlyFans. Wow. You're selling your body to the government.
So as she gained rise to fame and started dying out, she decided to come out and say that, she got messed up in the industry. She didn't get paid enough, supposedly. And then she wants to make a damn 180 in her entire career, saying she wants to forget, being a corn star. Then she started a jewelry brand, and then she got invited to all these talk shows and all these different platforms. And the craziest part is every time you see this woman get on a talk show, the moment they talk about her past, oh boy, does she look irritated as hell.
This is a Louis Theroux podcast first because we have Jeopardy built in. Mia was the #1 ranked performer on Pornhub in December 2014. That's going back. And also, I'm trying not to ignore the elephant in the room, which is that you first came on many people's radar through sex work, and that was a mixed blessing for you, if I can call it. I mean, would that be an appropriate?
Now, keep in mind, because she's on these talk shows and ads and whatnot, is because of her past. So why is she tripping nads about it? I don't understand.
You're selling your body to the government.
I get it. You want to get rid of it. You'll regret it, but it's too late, man. You messed up. I mean, we can go as far as her going on Omegle, and these kids around the age, I'm just going to say 14 to 15, recognized her. And that obviously hurt her because of her work, or her old work.
Mia Khalifa! Mia Khalifa! Mia Khalifa! Mia Khalifa!
My God.
Mia Khalifa! Mia Khalifa! Mia Khalifa!
Now, none of this has juice in the entire video, really. The real problem is she thinks that she's some political icon. That's my problem. If you're a celebrity, right, please be quiet. You have no room to tell the public on what life is really like. You don't know. And if you did, you must have forgotten.
To everybody who is not in the US military, good morning to everybody who is sitting at home and not on soil that doesn't belong to them, fighting a war for a country that doesn't care about them. I hope you go over there and get your little brain all scrambled up with PTSD and then come back here and see how much the United States cares about you, Pookie. See how much they care about you when you come back with, oh, I'm so sad. I piss my pants every time I see a falafel stand in Manhattan. Let's see how much the VA cares about you. Let's see what they tell you to do with your little broken brain from going over to fight a war that's not yours.
And to see what Mia Khalifa's following really scares is almost terrifying. There's two types of people on there. You got her old fans, which obviously like, oh baby, so put it back on. And then you have young girls who are, stating that they want to follow the same path in a sense. Look, I'm not stating that if you were a corn worker or butt shower or purposely expose your porthole, I have no problem with that, obviously. Everyone's got to make a bang for a buck, whatever it is, don't care. But to sit and act all high and mighty just because you showed your porthole to the internet doesn't mean you have room to speak on any topics. Now you might say, oh, Grimsy, why do you have the right to speak? Well, because I am the people. I'm not some rich millionaire. I have no fame. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just I'm literally a basic white guy, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, might be swole, but none of that matters at the end of the day. I'm just a basic human being. Again, I do genuinely feel bad for this woman because she deserves it, but doesn't at the same time.
So poised, and obviously a lot of time has passed and you've moved on, but do you think there is some sort of post-traumatic stress that is in you from this experience?
Yes, and I think it kicks in mostly when I go out in public.
Yes, there are consequences for your actions, but that doesn't always need to be the case. And this world is a harsh place, especially on the internet. Could we find it in our hearts somewhere to just give a little forgiveness for her stupid decisions? I'm not gonna sit here and say Mia Khalifa is a bad person, but she is very stuck up, she's unoriginal, she's very predictable, and she expects the world just because she was a corn worker and then now she's not, and somehow that gives her some sort of grace period. It's almost like the Lady Gaga thing where she's like, yeah, I went back to work at Starbucks, so I'm one of you guys now. Yeah, okay. As she hops in the Rolls Royce and goes back home to get a foot massage. Now, before we get off topic, I do want to mention something that has been surfacing around that I literally just found out while digging through the internet. Supposedly, not 100% factual, Mia Khalifa was caught picking up the doggy dookie, and then you just have to watch. Again, might not be 100% true, but there's some solid evidence for the poop sniffing. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to flick my ding dong. Subscribe. I'm almost at 5K. Like, hell yeah. I do have a Discord as well if you want to hang out with me in there. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, and before we end this video, I just want to say, if you are addicted to the corn, these videos will steal something from you that is so important and vital to your life. For that quick moment that you get for the ecstasy rush, whatever it might be, is nothing compared to holding a woman's hand, to being able to be there for someone as well as them being there for you. There is nothing that truly beats having someone by your side, and it is a shame that not everyone will be able to obtain that. But I promise you, watching corn isn't gonna help. Just know, man upstairs is watching you, by the way. Yeah, how do you feel? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh, feel disgusting, don't you? It truly does ruin your life, so just stop. I won't go into detail just because this isn't the video. Maybe if in the comments you guys want a whole video about that, I will. I'm very passionate about that subject. But anyways, as always, good game and good night. Cue the outro.